Hello everyone, welcome back to Diecast Driven. Today we're going to walk backwards through the final kind of 3 cars I want to do of the 2015 season. At some point I'll probably go back and do the rest of the cars, but most of the paint schemes are pretty much the same, so we're just going to run through these 3 and then move on to 2014. So, the first car we have is from the 2015 Food City 500. It is a Lionel Racing RCCA Elite Diecast, as all of the cars will be today. This is the 3M Science Applied to Life variant of the 3M paint scheme that Gordon ran in 2015. He pretty much raced this particular scheme for most of the 3M sponsored races. The only real differentiating feature of this particular 3M car, aside from the rear quarter panels, is the Steve Burns logo that was placed above the B post on the driver's side. So as you can see here, we'll zoom in and take a look at the Steve Burns tribute logo, and honestly that was pretty much the only difference of this car to any of the other ones. Obviously you can see that it has the tethers underneath the hood, roof flaps, and deck lid, but I did get that decal custom made, oh man, I think it was back in 2015, maybe 2016, to put specifically on this car to honor the legacy of Steve Burns. Gordon started this race in 23rd and ended up finishing 3rd after leading 0 laps. Yeah, pretty cool car, and we'll move on to the next car. This is, again, a very similar paint scheme to most that he ran in this 2015 season for the Axalta sponsor. Obviously, the first thing that jumps out at me, or hopefully you, is the Fix Auto variant that it had. So on the roof, the rear quarter panels, as well as the TV panel back there, you can see that it has Fix Auto instead of the normal Axalta branding. Personally, I loved these Axalta cars where they would have, I don't want to call them miscellaneous sponsors, but other associate sponsors on different parts of the car that kind of separated them. It happened a lot in the early days with DuPont on the deck lid and TV panel, but as those cars were run every week, it wasn't really that different or noticeable, I guess you could say. But since these Axalta cars, the sponsorship number dropped per year, it became more noticeable. So I love this paint scheme, by the way, with the metal flake. Just to recap what Gordon did in the race, he started the race in 7th and ended up finishing 10th. He did lead 3 laps though at Fontana in the Auto Club 400. Now, with that being said, we'll move on to the last car of the day. And honestly, this is kind of the most sad car of the day because it was Jeff Gordon's last Daytona 500. He won the pole for the race and he did lead a ton of laps. Gordon led 87 of the 200 laps, and unfortunately his race ended in a crash kind of on the last lap. It was on the backstretch, and it wasn't really anything that he did wrong other than just kind of get shuffled at the end of the race. The Hendrick cars pretty much controlled the whole race, if I remember correctly, but they kind of screwed it up at the end. I don't remember if it was pit strategy or something else that kind of happened, but overall this car is race specific, so it is the pole car, and you can see all of the extra markings and details on it that I do generally like for most things. If I'm having the whole collection be like this, it would have to be every car. So yeah, I do like it, and obviously it does look really good. But again, thanks for watching this video. We went through the 3 cars, and hopefully you guys liked them. I'm very excited to move on to the 2014 cars because we do have quite a few variants in those ones. So thank you guys again for watching this video. Stay tuned for those in the near future, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye everyone.